from her just before we go to the news at 7 o'clock. For now, though, we often hear that legends are being honored at award ceremonies. These South African Legends Awards were initially founded to follow suit when they were started in 2011. However, the need to curb the vicious cycle of poverty in the media industry resulted in the creation of a non-profit organization called IKHAYA LAMA SA Legends that launched yesterday in Newtown. Now, to tell us more and joining us in studio is Liz Nchabeng, as well as one of the legends, David Phetoe, to tell us more. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's start with you, Liz. What inspired the establishment of these awards?
You know what? It's just a very pure and simple answer. Over the years, we have seen how, the attitude that our legends have inspired is just growing from strength to strength. So we thought, look, we just want to put a stop to that because these are the pioneers of the same industry. They understand it better. They are the roots, until we go back to our past, we can never move on to the future. So we said, look, we are taking the stand. We're going to start this initiative with such great excitement. Yeah.
Dr. Phetoe, why is it important for you to be part of this?
It's absolutely important because I have lived a long life in the arts and I have made a contribution which necessarily effervesces itself into the lives of the young people. And it's so important that when you bring the children out into the world, you go to nurture them and let them grow and give them the direction as to what life is all about, what the arts are all about, what life is all about, what the morals are all about. It's the complete build of a human being, what education is all about. It's not being locked up in watertight compartments, but it's to jump out of the box and reveal yourself and reveal your talent to the entire world. That is very important to me.
What happened last night? How was last night?
Oh, wow. I can say it again. How was it? It is.
Last night was so exciting. It took us many years, many decades back to our youth when we met. We only didn't meet for the joy and the beauty of it. It is the format of the fact that this generation is taking a leaf from the older generation and they are getting ahead with it. We have confidence, we have beliefs, and thank God we're still alive, well, and excited about life. And we will continue to do that until we drop dead.
Let's talk about why is it a a non-profit organization? Why the decision to go in that direction?
Their decision is purely, we want to look at two important factors. There's a huge role that we'll be playing in terms of community development under that. Obviously, under that, we're looking at, creating programs of which like soup kitchens that will be named after our very own legends. That's obviously we'll be teaching arts as well there. We'll be doing a lot of give backs. We give them give backs. There'll be three of that type. We're going to have the early one in January, which we call it Back to School, where we're going to be raising a lot of funds as well as stationery for those disadvantaged kids who deserve the same education that we all have rights to in South Africa. And then we have the winter one. That one is again for the disadvantaged, of which we will be raising that campaign. That campaign will be assisting us in acquiring blankets, for example, warm clothing for that time. So we'll be also working with homes, for that matter. The last one is the Christmas one. It's there basically we're looking again at food hampers. We're looking at clothing for those disadvantaged, homes, to say our legends do love. Not only do they want to, do we want to recreate wealth as well for these legends, of which a lot of them, they pass on without wealth. You find they do not have that money, to either even a decent burial or even to sustain their families even after they are gone. So we do have beautiful programs that are lined up. The audiovisual books, for example, we have documentaries lined up. We have a museum that we're working on. We have, we have.
There's a number of things that we are definitely going to put in line, not only put in line, put into action. Not only to put into action, but actually make sure that we even reach the people out there. They're not only for our own personal satisfaction. That is the key to it all. Let's reach the people. Let's touch the people. Let's be with them. They make us what we are.
Yeah.
They are the economy of life. Not economy in a very organic matter, but something that is almost like eternal.
Yeah.
That is correct. Because even when we are gone, our work will still be shown. That's why we have, and we also would like to have the archives, our own archives of the people who are still alive, remember them in their lifetime, not only when they are gone, and also the energy that they put, and also the commitment that they put, and also the structures within their personality to influence the world for the betterment of mankind.
Let's talk about the legends, other legends. We have one here.
Yes.
There's other people like I saw in the picture there earlier.
You
Who
know
else is
what?
on there?
It's amazing how God has really favored us with this initiative. The support, you know, among the legends themselves, because it wouldn't be relevant if they were not part of it.
Right.
You know. So we do have the likes of Bontate Joe Mafela, Mom Abigail Kubeka. Really, we are working with the giants of the industry. You know, just to name a few. You know, that you can help me. You know the list.
Yes, well, Ntate Mbambo, they're all in there, and Jerry Pella, all those young people, young to me when I say so, but young in terms of their contribution, because they are in touch with the world and the changes of today. Because we are aware of one thing. Time ticks on and things change, and we've got to put up with the times. But we have to influence certain things that are going astray, or what we think is going astray. Like the morality, for instance, to me is one of the most important keynotes that all these artists, these older artists that embrace personality, integrity, and all that kind of development, of self-development. Somebody is not, let's put it the other way, it's not people that owe you a change, an improvement, and the still in yourself. It's the character that you build. We've got to build character. We need character. The country needs character. Yes.
Well, I hope people are listening. All right, David Phetoe, thank you so much for talking to us. Liz Nchabeng, organizer of the IKHAYA LAMA SA Legends for the actual award ceremony taking place next year, but their launch yesterday. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for spending the morning with us.